anything that the military gives you is super, super expensive. Do not, and I repeat, do not lose anything, because if you do, you're going to have to buy it again and it's really, really going to cost you. So please don't lose it. All right. Hello everyone. Welcome once again to my channel. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so once again I want to say welcome everybody to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sheila, but you can call me Queen Sheila. You know, after I went through basic training, I actually ended up with the name Queen Full Auto. I'm going to tell you that story later, story of my life. But anywho, let's get into it. Today I'm going to make this video. Make sure if I hit record. Good. I just wanted to make sure I hit record. Today I'm going to make this video talking about reception. A lot of people don't really know about reception, so I decided that I'll use this opportunity to talk about it. So once you ship out from where you're shipping out, so I shipped out from Louisiana, even though I'm in Texas, it's just the way it was done. Long story short, I shipped out from Shreveport to Missouri. So my basic training was actually in Missouri from Fort Leonard Wood for 10 weeks. Really was 9 weeks, but because of Corona, which I'll get into it in another video, but this particular video is about the 1 week reception place we stay at. So we stay at, once we flew from here to the reception place, we got to the airport, and then there is a USO over there. So the USO is where military people go to. There is free food. We waited over there. It was a bunch of us, so a lot of people met over there. We met other soldiers who were also going to Missouri as well. We met other soldiers there as well. So there was a bus that came to get us, and then it took us, I think it was about either 40 minutes to an hour drive from the airport to the 43rd. We went to the 43rd. I think we got there really late, around 11. And when we got to the 43rd, that was the first time ever, really, majority of us got to experience a drill sergeant. So we had a drill sergeant come to the bus. Because we were in the bus, we had to wait for him to come in to tell us what was going on and what was expected of us. And he came to the bus, and I tell you, once we got there, everybody like literally just froze. It was weird because we all didn't know what to expect. And he came there and he's like, "You're going to get off my bus." Yes, we go, "Yes, drill sergeant, my first name is Drill and my last name is Sergeant. That's how you address me." We're like, "Yes, drill sergeant." So anywho, he told us to get off the bus, and then there were some seats there. He told us exactly where to be seated. So all of us went in and we sat down, and then he started to split us by MOSs. So this is what he did. As we got off, and I don't know for any other base, all I'm talking about is for Missouri, so other places might do it differently. And it was so cold this day. I shipped out in February. It was so cold. Moving from Texas to this cold place was a whole new story for me. So you come out, and then your MOS is your military job, which I also do another video on, but right now just work with me. So he said to us, if you're in this MOS, you sit on my right hand side. If you're in that MOS, you sit on my left hand side. Because what happens at the 43rd is they split you. So those people going to do military police and all of that good stuff, they split them to a different place. And then some of us who did 92 Alpha, which is logistics specialists, and other MOSs, they split us into a different place. I don't really know the madness behind that, but that was really what transpired that day. Then after we sat down, he had like a stack of paperwork for us to go through. So we went through that stack of paperwork, and then obviously you fill in your name, and as he's doing it, he's actually showing you there is a PowerPoint going through all of the stuff that you need to fill out. And also they ask about if you have weapons, if you have that kind of thing. So after we fill the paperwork, he let everybody, so whichever luggage you brought, you bring everything out, because he has to look and see if you don't have weapons, if you don't have certain type of razor and all of that good stuff. So he went through every single one of them. Look, everything was out there on the table. If you're concerned about your bra, your pad and all of that, you're gonna get to the point where these things are really nothing to you. I promise you, I genuinely do. So anyway, he went through all of it, and those things that he decided to trash, like perfumes and all of that, he trashed it. And he will make sure you trash it. So he brings a trash can over there, and then you trash everything. And then we are given a script. Literally, I think I can remember the script. You have to call, so he's going to give you an opportunity to make a phone call to your family. And mind you, we arrived around 11 p.m. So for the most part, a lot of people have their family members probably really sleeping. So he made us make the phone call, and I remember calling my husband and saying, we have arrived in Fort Leonard Wood. We are safe. You will hear from us later. Something in that arena. And he's like, hang up. Literally, you have like 5 seconds to make that phone call and hang up. He says, if I see you on the phone texting, trying to reply text messages, you're a dead man walking. Literally, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what really he said. And it was scary. So you genuinely thought you're going to be a dead man or woman walking at that point in your time. So we did all of that, and he said, turn your phones off. So he gave us like a Ziploc bag where we put all of our stuff in, our phones, and then he has a card where you write your name on it, and then they're going to give you a certain card. That card has a number on it. So as we sat in those groups, he numbered us. So it's going to say 531, 532, 534. So you number like that, and you put that number on there. Really, that's the number you're going to be identified by the whole time you're going to be that 1 week you spend at reception. So just remember that. A lot of people kept forgetting, and then it comes on a card, so you have to carry the card everywhere you go. And then they gave, that card also has addresses, so they will let you write addresses of people, that family members. A lot of people didn't remember the addresses offhand, so he was like, don't worry about it if you don't remember, just put a phone number or whatever you remember at that point in time. And so that's what we did, fill the card out. Then at that 11 that we were there, we went straight to get our PT. So we got these. I think we got 3 of these short sleeves. You get only 1 long sleeve, and then you get 3 PT shorts, and you get 1 jacket and the pants that come with it. Please take care of your things, because once you lose those things, you're dead. You have to buy it. And just a note, anything that the military gives you is super, super expensive. I'll go into detail about those things in another video, but remember that. And then you get your gloves, you get your gloves insert, and then you get a beanie. So I'll show you a picture of the beanie somewhere in this video, but you get a beanie for your head because it's really cold. So you get summer PTs, you get winter PTs, and you get 1 long sleeves. And then what else did they give us? Towels. So they gave us these crazy towels that literally can scrape off your skin. And then they gave us wash as well. We call it face towel, but over here they call it washcloth. Yes. So they give you washcloth as well. So basically, these are the stuff that's going to be issued to you the very day you arrive. By the time we went through all this process, honestly, it was about 1 a.m. It was so late. And so we had to go after they were done with all of this issuing. And mind you, once these stuff are issued to you, when these stuff are issued to you, they are not just going to say go. We have to line up and wait till everybody finishes. Once everybody is done, you're going to have to bring everything out of the bag, because they're going to give you 2 laundry bags. These 2 laundry bags are one you're going to be carrying around the rest of the time that you live there, and then the other one you're going to keep for your laundry. So these laundry bags, we had to empty them. And then we had to, he goes ahead to mention each item on the list. And as soon when he mentions it, that's the drill sergeant. When the drill sergeant mentioned the item, you have to take it and confirm that you have it, because some people go back and say they didn't get XYZ. Well, they do the check in the inventory with you at that very moment that you're issued. So if there's somebody who didn't get anything, they just go ahead and replace that for you. So which I thought was really cool. But when you are so tired and you've been up the whole day, remember the morning you leave, you're literally exhausted the whole time. So anywho, they go through the inventory with us. People who didn't get stuff, they fixed it for them and then they replaced them. And then he marched us, when all of this was done, he marched us to the sleeping quarters. So remember, I had mentioned that they split us when we got there depending on your MOSs. So those who had different MOSs were put in a different place, and then they sent us to a different barrack. It's the same place but different barracks that you sleep in based on your MOS. So they took us, and then we had to line up female and male alphabetical order. And remember, this is what I need you to know as well. Being in the military, a lot of things are done with are done alphabetically. So of course, for those of us who had our names ending B's and A's, you're always going to be at the first front of everything. We went ahead to line up in alphabetical order, and then the drill sergeant from when we first got down handed us over to this new drill sergeant who comes out. This guy is the scariest human being we had ever seen. Literally all of us were shivering, despite the fact that it was cold. We were literally shivering just looking at the dude. His face will make you quiver. I'm not even playing right now. So he came out and he made us fix our camel pack. I will insert a picture of the camel pack so that you see what it is. It's our source of drinking water. So you have it on your back every time you go, and then you always make sure you fill it up. If you don't fill it up, you get in trouble. Anywho, we get the camel pack, and at that moment, oh, I forgot, the camel pack is issued to us at the time when we got to reception. It was part of the stuff that was issued to us, and we were warned not to write our names on it. So prior to Corona, the camel packs would be returned. But right now, because of Corona, they didn't let us return it. So they're going to tell you, do not write your name on the camel pack. Just remember that. Make anything. So this is what I'm going to advise you real quick. Take a tape. What is called a tape, right? Anyway, I'll insert a picture. I always get confused what it's called, things like that. But anyway, it's a tape. You can get the tape and then wrap it around the camel pack, and I'll show you where to do it. I'll insert a picture and I'll show you. So you can wrap it around there. That way, you can differentiate yours from others, because this is what you're going to realize. The moment you walk there in civilian clothes, you're going to wake up the next morning looking the same like everybody else. All of you are wearing the same clothes. All of you have the same equipment. All of you have the same things. So it's going to change just like that. And being able to differentiate what you own and what somebody else owns is going to be the highlight of everything you do over there.